Hello guys and welcome back to another video where today we are going to be looking at all the Tolkien / Lord of the Rings related projects coming this year in 2024. So yes, we know there has been not a lot of news recently around some of the other aspects of adaptations within Middle-earth, so today we're going to be summarising everything we do know at the minute. So make sure to like and subscribe, and also our Discord link is in the description. But without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the first full video of 2024 from us, all at Fellowship of Fans. So let's get right into it. Of course, the first one is The Rings of Power Season 2, but even this one, so many people have been recently speculating and rumouring that it will actually be coming in 2025, solely due to the fact that we haven't heard really anything around the show until actually quite recently, in the last day or so, by director Charlotte Brandstrom. But away from that, from what we understand internally, it still seems like Rings of Power Season 2 will be coming out later this year in 2024. So yes, this is going to be included in this video for that reason, that we will still be expecting the Rings of Power Season 2 this year. And in fact, director Charlotte Brandstrom said she had seen some rough cuts of some of the episodes over Christmas, and we had also reported that post-production should be done by June this year. So it looks like everything is coming on track. The main director has seen the latest episodes, but of course, marketing wise, nothing's really come out, not even a release date. We got nothing at the Super Bowl, but despite that, it probably seems like they're just waiting on House of the Dragon to release their release date first, which is expected sometime in August, and maybe then Amazon might release their release date for the Rings of Power Season 2. That's one reason. Or another reason is just that, similar to the Wheel of Time, where for Season 1 they did spend a lot of time, no pun intended, with the marketing. They started it quite early back, but with Season 2 they really started it only a month and a half before release. So maybe Amazon have other projects like The Boys, which is rumoured to be coming out May-June time. Of course, we've got Fallout, another television show. They've got these other big projects coming up this year, and then after the second half of this year they will focus more on their other shows like The Rings of Power. So the question here is now what we know about it so far. Of course, Charlotte Brandstrom hinted at some twists and turns, making it more serious, making it more gritty, etc. But alongside that, last things we heard was that we're going to see Círdan. We have a more Sauron focused show. We do have some scoops and rumours circling around Celeborn, Shelob, Tom Bombadil, etc. So there's so many new characters, Na'vi even. So there are quite a few characters that we will be seeing. We're going to be seeing events like the sack of Eregion, of course, spoilers ahead, the creation of the Doors of Durin. There is so much to actually potentially we could see that's actually came from the appendices and the books. Maybe something that the showrunners hopefully learnt or have improved on from Season 1, which was a lot made up. But of course, some people might like that they made a lot up as well. So yeah, it just depends your opinions and takes on that. And of course, another thing, the Emmys did happen and Rings of Power did not win any of the nominations or the things they were nominated for. So yeah, that is about everything we know about the Rings of Power so far. We know Season 2 hopefully will be coming out in 2024. Next up, we have the animated film The War of the Rohirrim, which we do have a release date for, which is coming out on 30th of December 2024. So yes, this got announced around a year or two ago now, and we actually got to see a first glimpse of it at Expo last year, where some people saw some footage and heard some dialogue. And from what we understand, of course, they'll be covering the war in Rohan in the appendices, which include Helm Hammerhand, who will be the titular character for the War of the Rohirrim. But the War of the Rohirrim will not only be covering Helm Hammerhand, they've also created, well, not created, but have included the character of Hera, which is said to be Helm Hammerhand's daughter, and we're also going to be seeing her viewpoint as well. And for one of these reasons, spoiler alert, is that most of the characters in this tale end up dying, so maybe it makes sense to have an important character that survives till the end. But we do have some more exciting news, as we have learnt over the last year that Miranda Otto will be reprising her role as Éowyn. So of course she played Éowyn in the Lord of the Rings movies, and having her back to narrate her character Will that suggest that we're going to be seeing some of the Fourth Age? Maybe she's talking to her children, etc. We'll have to wait. Maybe will we see a Faramir on screen? But it's going to be, well, it's exciting to at least have some alumni from the Lord of the Rings films back. And talking about alumni, we know that Philippa Boyens is working on the War of the Rohirrim alongside her daughter as well, who is one of the script writers. So yeah, of course, back to Helm Hammerhand, the titular character, we have the well-known and veteran actor Brian Cox, most recently known for Succession, also who is going to be narrating Helm Hammerhand. So we know that's going to be quite an exciting role to hear. As to potential news, we got recently an image from Nerd of the Rings who had a picture with Philippa Boyens, so maybe we might be seeing some coverage, maybe an interview or maybe a piece from Nerd of the Rings soon about the War of the Rohirrim. So yes, that's coming out later this year, and I hope you guys are excited for it because I definitely am. Next up, we have now a video game which got announced last year, which is the Tales of the Shire. So this is a video game that will be on PS5, PS4, Xbox and PC. It is due and scheduled for 2024. We don't have a release date, an exact one, similar to Rings of Power, so we'll have to wait and see for that. But excitingly, it is developed by Retro Workshop and published by Private Division. But what this game is about, you might be asking? Well, this game is a cozy immersion within the Shire, and it's actually inspired by Animal Crossing. So of course, we've had so many times, even I've said in the past, that you'd just love to just go to the Shire and just be a hobbit for so long and just spend the rest of your life there in peace and tranquil with all the other halflings. Well, you get to experience that now with Tales of the Shire. So of course we don't have any idea of how good the game's actually going to be, because unfortunately recently there hasn't been the best track record with Lord of the Rings games. Return to Moria did okay, I suppose, but of course the Gollum game wasn't the best. So yes, let us know, are you excited to be a halfling and hobbit within the Shire for Tales of the Shire, which will be coming out later this year. But now, let's look at actual movies we might potentially be seeing in the future, but will be announced in 2024. Because of course, we know Warner Bros. And Embracer signed a new partnership deal for potential movies in the future beyond War of the Rohirrim, but we haven't heard anything so far. Of course, Warner Brothers now announced that they will be doing the Harry Potter television show and have gone forward with pitches and get writers on board, but we've heard nothing for the Lord of the Rings, even though Zaslav has hinted at that. So will this be the year that we will finally get maybe an announcement of a live action Lord of the Rings film? Well, we'll have to wait and see, but we will be starting a new series on the channel, which will be linked with the Warhammer Wednesday panels, which will also be coming back, where we'll look at potential pitches and ideas we would do for Lord of the Rings movies, or sequels, spin-off movies, etc. Because of course the movies won't be being remade, or at least not anytime soon. And we should be hearing something soon as well, because it is a 3-year development deal they did sign with Embracer. So Warner Brothers did sign this with Embracer, who own the movie rights to the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. So they have until 3 years to at least announce a movie. So we're basically a year into that already. So hopefully we'll hear it within the next year. But that's about it. I really want to thank you guys for our first video back for 2024, a proper one, not a panel discussion one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what Tolkien or Lord of the Rings related project are you most excited to see this year? Is it the Rings of Power, which you'll be seeing on your television screen? Will it be War of the Rohirrim, which you'll be seeing in the theatres? Or will it be the Tales of the Shire, which you'll be playing on either a console or on PC? So thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. But until the next video, my friends, goodbye.